Hold on, guys. I'm turning this down because it echoes. There you go. I'm never in between. I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan.
Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
On second down, it's goes folded like a lawn chair.
I like putting Odell at kick and punt return. So let's get it.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we knew a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Darn.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down with Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And
because everything was right. Got the completion. He's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying.
I'm just about to want to make a miss on purpose.
That opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once again...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he...
Thank you.
He's gonna throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal.
Oh,
I don't know that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I found a feeling about let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. I wish they had it back.
No. The buck stops with the head coach on that one.
The move on my way. Maybe I won't get that much yardage. Freaking.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Whoosh.
Still going. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 63 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. Communication. And as he dragged across...
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Smith-Schuster now to return. And a big... mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
His throw caught right around the 6. A Giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead.
You know what? I was having some money on my stream so bad.
That short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On the left side, it's McDonald. And this will get him all the way inside the Giant.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Dang, not 18.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pressure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys. Already gotten into...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Rosas now to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Oh,
And
touchdown.
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Travis Rudolph, 104 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Rosas to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult adding to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. A nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep, and he's got his man. Beckham, touchdown Giants. Beckham with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And just shutting him off there. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Odell Beckham Jr., 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
One, two, three, four. And I'm going to the touchdown. Ding, ding, ding. Where's that? Where's number 56 at? Was that next to where he was Ding. Ding. Oh, okay. Getting too carried away.
Roses now to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And running with power here. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So 1 quarter down here in the Super Bowl. It's the Giants with the early lead. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Rosas now to kick this one away.
I kicked it out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up
Automatic
yardage.
first down.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the counter, here's Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass block.
And he's loose again. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies,
You hear that?
this one, I have to remember, wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. Rosas to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Floating one, incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one.
From the 15-yard line, what are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, clown them a little bit.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they hit.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. Time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 59 yards. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Rosas now to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That later.
Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, Fitzgerald Toussaint. And he loses loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change the momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time? That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because, hey, would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Oh. It's down 40.
Manning will try again on second down. Sliding out of the pocket.
It's not 40.
Burns, former first rounder, there to break that one up.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it in.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Suki.
And bulldozing his way.
Okay. You call it kicker? Again? What?
So they... pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Toussaint now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And it's a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Manning. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On play action. Now Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much. Blitz are still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Manning indeed going for it on fourth. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. So a one-handed catch from OBJ in the end zone. Not really surprised anymore, I guess. This is becoming routine.
Yeah, isn't that something? And we have to be careful ourselves, right, about treating it as only routine, because it's still spectacular to go up one hand, possess the football, whether there's contact or not, to come down and create that play. That's absolutely phenomenal. And one way it happens, these guys work at it. They practice these types of catches.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. At third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Ben on third and long. And he finds McDowell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's third and short. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaughan alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. And Boswell's kick is good. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, now he pulled it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 72 yards. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Rosas to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 would... that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Smith-Schuster now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for